Hey there. This is Froggy and Friends podcast. We are a podcast put on by frogmansfinds.com. We're a local toy store. We do our best to carry all the cool stuff for the cool kids and be available and reachable and friendly like maybe your local comic book shop would be. I'm joined by always by my friends Jaden and Tiger. Thank you guys for joining me. The way we run the ship is um, frog willing, we will talk about store updates, toy news, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Share some of the things that we picked up this week. I have a rant I need to get off my chest. We'll do that in a little bit. So if you want to stick around for that. Um, but yeah, so this week, as I think last week and maybe even the week prior, it's been very heavy. A lot of stuff has been coming in. Our pre-orders were we had McFarlane, the I guess it's Crisis on Infinite Earths Joker, but it looks very similar to Killing Joke, which I may have mentioned last week. And then a Superman that goes with that. There's like a weird looking cheetah that is like what Todd calls like a red platinum, which means it's a chase, but it might be a chase that's only in stores. I might get it in my assortment. I have no idea. So that's kind of the joy of carrying McFarlane. Um,
I
I really never know.
It still baffles me. Well, he just calls them whatever, and then
yeah,
assigns whatever rules he wants to them. But
yeah,
it's not
yep, yep.
just
It,
frustrating for you, the carrier, but like for any of us who want to find any of those chases.
yeah,
Where's it
um,
gonna be? Who knows?
yeah. There's a lot of it's a lot of guessing work, which is really annoying. Under Mattel, I'll have a little bit of striation, I guess, as well. But yeah, at least so from what I've heard, and at least to start with, the like chase situation and all that is going to be a lot more straightforward, which is nice. So yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But anyways, kind of along with the way that like tariffs have been, I think we mentioned previously, like Figuarts have been kind of a surprising pre-order for us since the de minimis clause went away. So we put up a lot of Figuarts stuff for pre-orders. There's more Tamashi stuff that was revealed over the past like day or two. Um, but I think it's all going to be P Bandai, which is also great. So we probably won't be able to carry it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, which is annoying. Like
Which is yeah.
the Goku they put up. I mean, there's a bajillion Gokus, but I know, like our friend Char frequently mentioned in the pod, that version of Goku is the one that he's been looking for, and I imagine that for many people, there's like a specific Goku that they want. Um, and so even though there may be a million Gokus, like if your Goku is the one that's locked behind P Bandai, like it still sucks. Um, but yeah, a lot of stuff kind of just started coming in by surprise. Daredevil was a big surprise, but apparently him and Punisher have been showing up in store at Target, and they were up briefly online, I think early this morning, Sunday morning. This guy we got in, I honestly thought these boxes were Juggernaut because the box is so heavy. So he's like a really, really thick and solid figure, which I think is, it works well. But I was surprised. We got half, so we got like 24 pieces of the cops in. Um, and I have these all. I can't say they're quite ready to go. They look like Cheerios still.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So I think for each cop order, so if someone got like three orders, they would get so per cop they get one of each donut. So if you got three cops, you'd get six donuts total. Um, yeah, we gotta like individually baggy them. So yeah, that's still coming. But yeah. there's just a huge box full of boxes of cups, which is interesting. Budo hasn't actually come in hand yet, but he should be arriving on Tuesday. Um, Possibly with this one too, to be honest. Like there's so much stuff came in over the weekend. I haven't fully like labeled everything, but yeah, we got some of these in. We got the Megatron Blockies, and we also got the first Miku Blockies in, which is exciting.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that
Um,
in my invoice. That was exciting.
it's yeah, I'm really, really excited to open one up for myself and Builder. Maybe that'll be a an at work project tomorrow. But yeah, I think her it's like um, the keyboard and guitar and everything is so much fun. So really excited to dive in, and then hopefully we'll be getting these two soon, which aren't currently sold out. And so if you haven't claimed one yet, definitely recommend. I think I don't remember if I claimed Sakura Miku for myself, but I did the yellow one as well. So really stoked to get those.
Strawberry
Um,
Miku looks fantastic, and she comes with so much accessories that
yeah,
I don't know how they managed to keep their prices so low. Honestly, it's
yeah.
a wonder to me.
It really is because um I think other retailers are selling this for like 45, I want to say. Um, I chose to offer most of those blocky ones. Yeah, 40. Chose to offer the blockies for a little bit cheaper because their margins are actually really good for retailers. So not only are their prices affordable for customers or consumers, they're also really generous towards retailers, which is nice. Jada is the same way. So definitely
Oh, very
appreciate
nice.
that.
Yeah,
That's
Um,
sweet.
but yeah, I mean, just to have this like sakura tree and then the like picnic stuff, I think is like very, very tempting. Um,
yeah.
and then yeah, I mean, you get the donbori
Big old
and
pieces of sushi.
yeah, and then her
What are those
phone.
jelly rolls? Hang on, I can't tell from this
I
distance.
I think these are didn't even have it listed
No,
there.
the
They're
oh, right there. That.
mochi, I think. Oh, and
Oh,
then these are
onigiri. Yeah.
onigiri, yeah. So like
Okay,
rice.
so jelly rolls, as four kids would say.
Yeah, and then yeah, like a sandwich with the edges cut off or the crust. Um, and then yeah, like her phone and camera, which are unpainted, but like easily painted. But then I mean, even you look at her basket, it's like super nicely painted. So it's not like you can complain about these being just plain plastic. So really, really cool sets. Um, yeah, I think hers,
Yeah.
she just has like a
I'm
really
looking.
um she has a cool like vintage retro style microphone, which is great. And then her electric guitar is like super rocking. Um,
Yeah, definitely a cool one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I noticed I don't know if the others, but she has the like the I forget what you call
Yeah,
clip-on
like the
microphone. Oh, she
mic.
has it too.
Yeah.
And then she has it. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I love Blockies, man. I think this stuff is really cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm hyped for those Ava ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very excited for them to come in. And this guy too. I think just me and Nico ordered it, but I think it's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, yeah, Blockies, they're great. I think that was about it. We did get this Ghost Rider in, which was like a re-release. Nobody ordered it, so I have a lot of them. But
Mm.
I think it's still pretty cool. I especially like the skeleton hands that are on fire. I think that's like a nice accessory.
Oh yeah.
Um, so in terms of just news, I'll kind of fly through. Thank you as always to Fraternia John for providing news all the time. Um, yeah, they revealed this guy Hit and Run. kind of basic, but I do like his like over the shoulder backpack. Um, yeah, and I don't know, just I feel like almost every Joe has something cool about it. Like I like the carabiner hanging from
This
his
guy's
waist.
it's generic enough to just army build as well. Like you can't see most of his face. He's especially if you put the goggles on. Uh, he comes with a lot of accessories.
Hmm.
Fairly customizable, I think, if you cut off like different parts of the belts. Maybe they're removable, who knows? But usually you have to cut them off on the Joes. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. I think that guy's a real prime contender for army building material.
I agree. Um, Actually reminds me, I saw in one of the Facebook collector groups, someone had actually painted the Marvel Legends Punisher, the black one, with these like camo stripes. It looked a little bit rough, but I mean, I could see what they're going for. But yeah, you pop the head off. You could pop like, um, you could use like the Nick Fury head. You could use Punisher, and then yeah, you just have like a camo version of like whoever, which I think is cool too.
Yeah, special
Yeah,
forces kind
exactly.
of look.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, very cool. Um, yeah, and then me and Tiger picked this up when it was on sale. It went quick, but I was glad to get this guy again after having to sell him off to cover some other stuff. Um, yeah, and then they showed a little bit more, or I guess they showed everything, you know, everything that this guy comes with. Um, this smirking head. But I think we might have touched on it. I think last time it might have been lost to the void, but I think it's a cool offering. Um, if you can find a way to put on a different head, I think that'd be cool. But yeah.
I will say the I did find some Vault Customs heads that I am going to personally be ordering for mine.
Oh, nice.
Um, I used Vault Customs for a lot of the custom heads. He's very good. Like paint jobs are wouldn't say anywhere in the realm of like Best Lee or anything like that, but still like very good if you need them painted. And they're still very cheap as well. So it's a nice balance of like, well, I don't need it to be like ultra airbrushed fine details, like hours and hours work of art kind of content, but also like I want it to look good on my figure. So
Yeah.
Yeah, a nice medium.
mhm.
Which is, I mean, I think,
If you
um,
search Grayson on his website, you'll be able to
Oh
find
yeah,
it.
those are nice.
and I feel like an ultra realistic head on Yamaguchi like doesn't exactly match anyways. So I think, yeah, like, um, I think this is maybe a little bit more close to it, but wow, there's a lot of really cool looks for him.
I'm gonna go with the last one. I think that's his like classic look.
Mm,
It's got like the almost bat logo looking mask on it, and a little more of a scowl, kind of like his early years as Nightwing rebelling against, you know.
Yeah, I think that one definitely looks good.
um,
And he has a bunch of different options on it too. You got like a smirk version, you
oh
got a
wow.
scowling version, an unmasked version.
Oh yeah,
Um,
those are all nice.
have you gotten
Yeah.
one of his heads before? Like, do you have to use a sticky tack for it to stay on?
Yes, but he provides it. Like I actually just got one and it's sitting on my desk right here. He provides
Oh,
enough
nice.
sticky tack to put in there.
Man, I kind of like the classic look, but I do think the one that you chose, like, I think it fits really well with this look.
hmm And I think that'll be my definitive Nightwing. Like that's 100%. I'm probably gonna get like two or three of those heads. I'll get the maybe the smirking one, maybe the scowling one, and then that's it. And that'll be my Nightwing.
This looks like the guy from, I mean, pretty much any emo band or like metal band, but I dig the look. But yeah, I do think this is maybe the best bet.
That last one looked like Austin Butler.
Oh no, I lost it. Oh no, I lost it again. Oh no, it's gone. Um, this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
He's rocked the long hair before. Man,
I could see it.
yeah, there is temptation. Um, I don't really know where to get Yamaguchi stuff right now. I actually just ordered Genos from One Punch Man. I ordered it from eBay from China. So I'm hoping that
Mm,
China eBay will be more reliable than China Ali. So we'll see how it
yeah.
goes. Yeah,
It's rough right now. I know Hobby Genki is shipping stuff out right now. I know Ami Ami is thinking about maybe shipping stuff out right now. So I ended up ordering that Nightwing off of Ami Ami just to like probably by the time he comes out it'll all be sorted out and I'll get him whatever.
yeah,
Um but yeah. Who knows? It's still probably gonna be tariffs. Still probably gonna be
just garbage, straight garbage. Yeah. Um, the like Prime Week or Prime Days or whatever has kind of started, and then Target started like their sale stuff today and I think yesterday. So there's a lot of stuff going on sale. If there's stuff that you've been looking for, you could probably catch it at some sort of a discount. I will say if you have an interest in the Inhumans, and you like haven't picked this up yet and you have an interest in having a full team, I would recommend getting it if it's still on sale. There's maybe possibly more Inhumans that are coming soon, so um, jump on it now
I also
because
recommend those crawler guys, whatever they're called. I can't remember.
mhm,
Um I think I bought up like all of your stock.
yeah,
I have 10 of those guys because they're so
Oh,
amazing.
they're fun.
wow.
So that's five 2 packs, but still, um, like they're crazy good, and I need to take like a picture with all of them, like going out
Oh
or something,
yeah,
and
that'd be
that would
cool.
be really good. But I think I many
Yeah.
pictures yet.
Throw them up
Curious.
against one of your Warhammer guys.
No, they're
Mm, that would
not
be
really
great.
on sale anymore, um, but yeah. Yeah, these guys are fun. This two pack is actually really fun. Crossbones is cool. The stuff it comes with is cool, and then I think she has a cool look and like cool vibe. Um, but yeah, I have a soft spot for Lockjaw, um, because uh, yeah, like I play video games with my son. He's 7. Um, I started him as early as I could on video games, and that was at like 3 years old. Um, I think maybe when he was like 4, we were playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Um, Maybe a little bit later, but actually, we first encountered Lockjaw through the Lego Avengers Marvel superheroes games. Um, and he couldn't remember his name Lockjaw, so we always called him Fixer Dog because he thought that this was like a wrench or something that was on his head.
That's great.
So still, even like we're replaying Ultimate Alliance 3 right now, and we still call him Fixer Dog. And I guess Lockjaw's in there was like Spidey and his amazing friends, and now they have a spin-off Iron Man and his incredible friends, and Lockjaw's in that. So my daughter also knows of Lockjaw, so soft
That's
spot for
nice.
him.
A
Um,
surprising amount of accessories he comes with.
yeah, I think it's because they didn't articulate his legs super well, so they had to like provide alternatives to give him
Mm.
some like dynamic range. There's a Choo Choo Shredder that's gonna be
Oh my
exclu
god.
Wow.
exclusive to New York Comic Con. NECA really scraping the bottom of the barrel for like the classic 86 or whatever Turtles cartoon, but also
Yeah.
hilarious. So
Getting to
Yeah.
some deep cuts.
Super deep
Yep.
cuts.
Like,
Um,
there's no way that was in more than one episode.
maybe like, if anything, like a couple minutes at that. Um, but as a kind of a quick side note, NECA they just released their 2012 Turtles, and I just watched a Toy Bros review on it earlier today, and they look really good. So I've kind of thought about it because I've wanted to get the Revoltech turtles of the same design, but they're like crazy expensive. So
They're so expensive. Oh
yeah,
my God.
but those ones look good, so I might end up picking that up. Um, we'll circle back to Mezco, but they put up Red Hood. I think this is
Uh,
freaking rad. Um, did I send this to you, Jaden? I don't remember, but
No, this looks awesome though.
um,
I saw it.
I think these GI Joe teases are. I assume that they're going to show more at Comic Con this week, New York Comic Con. Um, yeah, they had a stage one mole rat, which I have two of. And I rarely army build, but I'm starting to do it a little more. I'll get to that in a little bit, but this was like stage one, so they give you like the version of the CDC kind of guy that's like exploring the infection, and then he gets infected, and then now this is like the stage two of the infection, which is so
Mm,
rad.
yeah,
And
definitely looks very zombie-like. I like it.
yeah, for stage one, I don't have it in this picture, but he also oh yeah, he has like a lantern, and then that's like UV whatever, like it glows, and
Ooh,
so does the crystal in his head. And so I assume that yeah, this is all gonna glow also,
that would be
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
which is
I like
yeah.
the colors.
Hmm. Yeah, I love like colorful figures. I think it's fun. So beyond all the sales stuff, so I think in terms of like toy news, we could spend our entire episode talking about Wonderfest, which was in Shanghai this past week. D Amazing was there. Kyoto flew him out, which is awesome that he got that opportunity. There's like so many things that were shown there, and they all have like wacky names, like um, potentially temporary Chinese names because they're going to open up, like this is really hard to track everything that kind of came out from there. But they did show the prototype of like the classic Ryu Hayabusa, which is uh, great. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And then there was some more prototypes from like the One Punch Man line, which is cool. So the Kyoto stuff I think was really cool, but I think a lot of the other stuff was a little bit harder to keep track of. Um, yeah, this was the not Nightwing, Red Hood offering from Mezco, some pretty cool accessories and
Um,
stuff. This is actually one of the pickups I got this week. I don't know if I have it next to me, but this is like the Glyos system that Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions are inspired by. But I just really liked the like Thriller Michael Jackson. So I don't know how much I'm going to do with them. They do look nice photographed here, but I think it's just tickled me. Um, so yeah, and then uh, it's like the Iron Man All Might, which is kind of like a spoiler for the show, I would assume.
yeah,
Um,
I haven't seen the latest season. I do know this pops up just because I know like from friends who have read the manga that he pops up. But yeah, but he looks really good. I just wish because I started with the Yamaguchi line,
mm,
and this guy's gonna be out of scale for that line, so I feel like I need to wait for the Yamaguchi that will maybe come, maybe never. I don't know.
Yeah.
it is tough that Tamashi and uh Revoltech have been like releasing the same figures from My Hero Academia around like the same time. So it's like you gotta choose or you like have a little bit of both. Like, yeah, it's odd. Odd that they decided to, I think odd on Bandai's part to release stuff that Kyoto's have done already. Um, but anyways. Yeah, so this is part of like the Wonderfest. They had a little bit more of like the Marvel Rivals blocky stuff. Um, this guy, I think it was the last of the reveals for this week, but I really like this guy. I love a medic. Um, like I love that he comes with like an IV slash blood bag and like the oxygen
It's a
mask.
gun.
Um, I think this is like a flashlight that can go somewhere on him. He has cool goggles, he has cool glasses, he has a cool backpack machine, he has like a doctor kit. Like I just think it's really cool. He even has like this little like readout on his belt.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he's got the Glock for when medics or well the medic tools can't do the job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, count to
Uh,
three. Yeah. I think he's really cool, so I'm excited for that. This is kind of like frustrating. I think this is really cool, but I also know it's a McFarlane figure, and I know that I get really frustrated with McFarlane figures. But like, I love the look for like I think Reptiles was kind of like he was one of my favorites in Mortal Kombat 2, and then from there, I always like playing as him. He has like partially translucent for his like teleport ability, the full like reptile face. I think all of it is really cool. Liu Kang looks like hot dookie garbage.
yeah, those
So
faces are a little I don't know.
He's also
yeah,
just suffering from uh he's he's so wide on top, and then his feet are just so skinny.
yeah,
So they come down to points. It's like he's on stilts.
yep, yep, yep. I mean, even this effect looks grody. I feel like maybe it's the picture, but it looks weird. Like it looks like he's like throwing up a bunch of pizza. Um, but yeah, the reptile is cool. Is it worth the price for both of them? Probably not. But it's annoying because um, this reptile that's like the single pack comes with nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, very annoying.
Yeah,
It's
kind of
the
sad.
Todd. It's the Todd way. This one up, I passed on it. I think Rex was the only one that wanted it. So just
Yeah,
had
I think Rex is the only person who knows who Star Fox is.
yeah,
If I wait, I remember Rex first saying like, "Oh, they're gonna make a Star Fox figure," and I was like, "The video game, like
yeah.
Star Fox?"
Nintendo
That
stuff?
that would be
Yeah,
rad. I would
like
pick that up.
exactly.
For sure.
I'd pick up the whole crew, man. That'd be cool. But yeah, it's a different Star Fox. Apparently, he makes people feel pleasure in a way that's unattacked. So
That
yeah,
sounds so uncomfortable.
yeah,
Yep.
What the fuck?
yeah, yeah. I don't know, but apparently his story is gross and weird. Um, so yeah, there's this two pack also, which with also like a really super cool Scorpion. And I think Snake from Discord, he picked up the regular Scorpion and he said the figure's actually really good. Articulates well, balances well. So at least the Raiden is fine, I think. That looks like pretty accurate. So I don't know. Might be the better one of the two packs. Boss Fight put up Conan pre-orders. I think they look good, but Boss Fight is just as bad with delays as the best of them. So I assume that this will be at least 2027 at the earliest. So I'll get excited about it down,
Yeah,
2 years from now.
curb
Um,
your enthusiasm a little.
Yeah. There's PP Ken. That'll be at New York Comic Con. I think these are cool. I know a lot of people think they're weird, but I kind of like the Transformers Master of the Universe crossover. But yeah, I mean, I think that's about it in terms of news. A lot of it has just been like Target deals and stuff. So, um,
Apart from the people are starting to get in.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
the mess
yes.
toys. Uh, what is his name? No, not yeah, Superior Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. The other one
Um,
is,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know why I second guessed myself there. Anyways, he looks fantastic. This is my buddy's picture. He got him in hand already. I'm still waiting for mine, even though I pre-ordered it actually earlier than he did. But yeah, it looks so fantastic. Like the paint, it's got this like almost metallic sheen to it. Like it's got the armor bits in there, but not like too metallic. The Waldos look really nice. Everything looks painted perfect,
Damn
and
it.
he looks so big. I have not asked him whether or not he can hold his own weight with the Waldos. But I need to ask him that. Um, yeah, he looks fantastic, and those stands actually that they include with the mess toys are
Hmm.
one of the best stands I've seen.
They're really
Uh,
nice.
that come with a figure.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. As you point out all the cool things, I want to get them. As is usually when we record this, I always walk away wanting to buy something. Um, I've been like so I have like I mean I don't have to get into it, but I have bookshelves, 2.5 bookshelves that I keep my collection on, that I kind of mentioned last week. I have like a whole middle part of a bookshelf with Spider-Man, and I'm like, why do I have so many Spider-Mans? Like, he's a cool character, but I don't need this many Spider-Man, especially like for pictures. But so I've been trying to stop myself from getting more Spider-Man, but he does look really rad, and I think he looks, maybe different enough to kind of justify that. And I also don't have a um, Amazing Yamaguchi style Spider-Man right now, so that's maybe also a point in its favor.
It's it's a good time for mess toys. They have been producing just banger after banger, and I have been eating it all up. I absolutely love it. If they keep making more Spider-Man variants based on that body, I will keep buying them. And like at this point, they're so distinct from the original source material now that they're basically making their own line from
Yeah,
scratch. It's
yeah.
crazy. Uh,
I mean, yeah,
Unbelievable,
the
honestly.
I guess this is like if you take away everything in general, maybe the body is the same, but even that is hard to say because it's not all
Yeah, it's got
yeah.
extra webbing, like because it's based off of the Amazing Yamaguchi 2.0 Spider-Man body.
Hmm.
However, they took off all the web lining,
Yep.
so there is none of that. They took off all the armor texture on the blue parts. They sculpted on all sorts of different stuff onto the body. With Scarlet Spider, it was a new pattern on the chest. With the Black Suit Spider-Man, it was a completely different pattern across the not only the chest but the abdomen as well. And then the hands, they added new pegs onto the back of the hands, all sorts of stuff like that. And then this guy is like the most different than all of them. He's got, half of the body is just like the Black Suit Spider-Man, but then they also added a new pattern that goes across not only his chest but his abdomen, shoulders, and then he's got the little like wrist things,
Hmm.
Gauntlets.
gauntlets, yeah, and the Waldos, which are 100% new sculpts. Like they did that on their own,
Which is crazy, but
and
I feel like the most impressive thing is the face sculpts. Like that they
Mm,
made this half unmasked sculpt look super good, but then this like this fully unmasked like that's legit. That's a really legit face sculpt.
yep.
For sure.
I don't know if they took this from somebody else or what, because I know CT has a reputation of stealing that stuff from other people. But Mess so far they haven't at least showed their hand in taking it from other people. Uh, they seem to just be doing this on their own. I don't want to give them too much credit here because again, they started from a knockoff, but it's been really really quality from them every single time, and at the very least, if they are stealing this stuff, they're changing it and doing justice to what what they're trying to do in general. It's not just like a pastiche of stolen parts.
Hmm. Yeah, it's rad. I like it. Yeah, so the yeah, the toy news just keeps on chugging along, and I'm sure there's a lot more that'll come out of New York Comic Con this week, so we shall see. Yeah, we can move to pickups. That's one of mine that I'll talk about, but I know you got this, Tiger, from from us.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the only thing that I got recently. I've still got a bunch of stuff in warehouses over in Japan. I'm waiting on that Mess Toys Spidey that we just looked at. I think that'll be coming within the next week or so. But yeah, other than like stuff that I actually have in hand, Tsunade is like the most recent thing that I got.
How do you like her?
She's cool. I think that probably parts of the jacket and skirt will be a little limiting and some articulation, but it's also pretty soft plastic, so I think that it'll give a little bit long enough for you to get your shot or whatever you need, you know. So,
Yeah,
uh, a good figure.
yeah. I love the inclusion of the it's like the Chinese beer, basically, without the label.
Yeah, I got that. I got that from like a random pack on AliExpress. It just had a bunch of knockoff. I have like a little Sapporo one too.
Nice. Yeah, I dig it. Um, Anything that you picked up, Jaden? Trying to remember.
I just got one thing this week, but it is a big thing. Um,
Oh yeah,
Oh
it's this guy.
yeah,
that monstrous
uh, if
figure.
uh, if we can focus in there.
so
Um,
cool.
well, in any
There
case,
you go.
yeah, there you go. Uh, E is a Blood Angels Furioso Dreadnought. Furioso is the name of the guy, presumably, that is wrapped in this little coffin here. Um, just he served his life fighting for the Empire, Imperium of Man, and he got a little too damaged to fight on, and they put him in this giant fucking mech to live out the rest of his days. Uh, and he's got like a flamethrower on this arm. All of his fingers are articulated as well. The arm, it's so crazy articulated for like how big it is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And these go out. Uh, Armor pieces get out of the way too, so that you can do extra articulation there. They all have ratcheting joints just in case you want to like hold up a Tyranid in his little Ellens here. Got a double bolter over here with a ammo belt. His arm or his legs go out and in, and they bend at the knee as well, like 90 degrees.
that's more than I
But
was expecting from that thing.
Yeah,
exactly, like it's so crazy the amount of detail that they put in this thing. But yeah,
it's very
I'm
cool.
absolutely loving him. He's gigantic. He's a big hunk of metal that just wants to die and serve the Imperium.
Yeah, great detail on it.
I
Yep.
just think it's so funny that there's like multiple instances of that in the Warhammer universe where it's like, please let me die. No, you're gonna sit on the throne.
It's It's the like that grimdark setting where it's just
Yeah.
so it's almost comical the way that like there's these guys that just live for centuries upon
Hmm.
centuries, and they have done their duty to the point where like everybody is in awe of their service and like all of their accomplishments and everything, and they're just stuck
Yeah.
still fighting even though they've lost the majority of their limbs, half their body, like their
Hmm.
lungs or whatever, and they can't fight anymore. They just put you in a mech just to go out one more time.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think it was Gilliman that like almost got beheaded, and then they're like, we're gonna put you in like stasis so that
Mhm.
we'll wait until we can fix you, and then they fixed him. It's just like,
Yep.
yeah, wild.
Let him rest.
Yeah, let me die. Yeah, nope. You gotta keep fighting.
And
Wild.
don't get me started on Dante. Dante's been around for like millennia.
Yeah, just what a interesting universe. Very fun, very silly.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think all of um most of my pickups this week. There's a bunch of stuff arriving around the same time. I think it just as it has been for a lot of people. Um, I think I showed this off, or I at least referenced it last week. But I opened him up and I weathered him, and then I put some shiny bits on him. Um,
Looks great, yeah.
I liked him a lot better. Thank you. I like him a lot better than he was, kind of from like the default, but. Um, Sir Dork also opened this, and you can kind of see in the thumbnail, he did like a lot more of like the chrome and like gunmetal detailing on it. I think it looked really cool, so I might go back and add a little bit more. Um, and while I'm on here, Nostalgia Unboxed mentioned the cowboy set that you picked up, Tiger, and then he also
Yeah.
reviewed the like Candyland version of. I can't remember her name, but
Leah,
Leah. Yeah. I
Liy.
I mean I ordered the regular one. I opened her and I was like, yep, not for me. And so I sold her to someone that had wanted her and missed her on 5K. But then I see this one and I'm like, maybe this one. It'll
Yeah.
probably be the same thing.
Yeah, it's a cool figure, but that tail is hard to pose around.
Yeah.
Well, and they announced a lot of figures at Wonderfest as well, and one of them I noticed had a fuzzy tail. Like it looked like it was made out of cloth, and I was wondering like why didn't they just start with that? Like maybe they didn't know how to do the technology at first, and now they got the funding to do
Yeah.
it. But like it seems like maybe if that's gonna put you off of the figure, wait for that.
Yeah. I mean, they showed off some really wacky stuff at Wonderfest. There was like a cow that wasn't really a cow.
Yeah,
But anyways, um, it was something about the eyes that I didn't like. Um, so I'm like, if I get this one, can I do something? But then if I do something to them, you kind of take away the gloss of the eye. So I don't know. I have to think about it more. But um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I do want to kind of follow Sir Dork's example and add a little bit more to mine. Um, So yeah, kind of the theme of my pickups so far this week have been like open them and then customize them. So I opened these Sand Troopers. We had like a number of cancellations on these, so I kept two for myself. Um, it's kind of hard to see, but so
yeah.
um, they're both the same figure, but I painted this one's shoulder pad black. Kind of in A New Hope, there's orange, there's black, and then there's like a light gray that they have on the shoulder pad, but then I weathered them differently so that it kind of looks like, you know, their time through the desert they have varying degrees of like keeping themselves clean and whatever. So this was really fun for me, and I realized I like the idea of army building where I can customize them to make them each different, and that's very dangerous. And I know that you've kind of been doing that too, with your Warhammer stuff, Jaden.
Yeah, I got in. Turns out I got two sets of these guys a while back. I don't know if I've talked about them on the pod, but the Blood Angel Death Company squad, and I have just been painting them up to look different, personalized, put different purity seals on them, chains, whatever, to make them look like they've gone through hell and back on the battlefield, and before losing their minds, and
Yeah,
even if they're sanguineous trying to kill a horse. But yeah,
yeah, yeah. I think for me, like I can just see if I can find what I want to reference, but um, yeah, I've always felt like with army builders, like I just have a bunch of the same figure, and it feels like it was hard for me to get over thinking like it's just a bunch of the same figure. Um, but with customizing these sand troopers, I was like, I get to choose what makes each one distinct, and I think that's like really cool. Um, yeah, what I'm trying to find is the green shirt, the GI Joe green shirt. I guess it went up a while ago. Yeah. So even these, like I would look at like, oh yeah, you could switch the skin color, but even at that, it's like two of the same guy. But if you kind of take that customizing approach, like you could like cut off the harness of one of them, or like, you could do like you could pop off like at the bicep swivel and, put on like a bear arm or something that like their shirt got ripped. And I think like all of that is like really, really fun to me.
or even something as simple as like painting all of the brown leather bits a black leather,
Hmm.
and that makes it a completely different guy. Like it's just the tiny little details that make those things stand out.
Yeah. I even think these retro bats, like they give you a lot of customizable options, but man, like I love these colors. But um so like one of the other things I opened up this week was the snake armor.
Ah,
Um I got two and I had to sell one because they're just too big. But like I don't even it's not even super noticeable, but like here, here, a couple other places, I heated up a metal nail. I just held it on fire and then I shoved it into the plastic to give it like a burn hole. Um,
mhm.
and it didn't turn out quite as I had hoped, but still pretty cool. But I think you could do stuff like that on like these bats, and I think it would turn out pretty sweet. Um,
Yeah. Or if you don't have a nail and a will to burn yourself,
yeah.
you could use a pin vise, which I've been using for customization on my Warhammer guys too, just to like drill a little bit into like a shoulder pad or some other armor
Mm.
segment, and then go over with an exacto and
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
add some chips into it as well. Um,
That's probably
then
safer.
dirty it up a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit safer,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like holding the metal nail, and of course, when metal heats up, the entire piece of metal heats up. And my
Yep.
daughter was like with me. She was like drawing. I was like, "No." She was like, "You burn yourself there, Dad?" It's like, "Yes." I'm stupid. Um, yeah, there was someone else had shown off what they oh, it was Robo. He just got a new one also. So yeah, I should get one of these. Like it's like a pen Dremel basically that is a lot easier to use. But anyways, so yeah, those were fun to customize. I got this guy for $12 on Amazon. I'm gonna customize
Oh, nice.
him. Um, darken up his armor, maybe add some like blood stains. I'd like to give him a cloth cape, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Um, and then I got
Well,
this.
Rex has been making his own. Maybe you could commission one off of Rex.
That's true. We can do a trade because he always wants me
Yeah.
to print stuff for him. Um, I'm surprised I yours hasn't come in because I think you ordered before me, Jaden.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh, their warehouse was in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I don't know. Mine says it's gonna be here tomorrow.
Oh, nice. I haven't done anything with her yet. I just opened her, put her in my backpack for pictures tomorrow. But um, yeah, she looks great. The horse
Oh
looks
yeah.
great. No problem fitting Link or other figures on this. So really excited for this. I think it'll be cool. Yeah, her sword and everything looks cool. So yeah, and then these also came in today or yesterday. I'm still deciding if I want to keep them or not.
Oh
Um, they were Target exclusives. I don't have a Storm, but I also don't like that she doesn't have like a waist cut or like a any
mm,
waist articulation, which has been
yeah,
pretty much all of the Marvel Legends Storms. But I also really like this look for her, the puffy sleeves and all that stuff. And then weirdly, I don't know if this was like a sign of things to come, but like this Naked Wolverine was one of my favorite figures from my Marvel stuff as a kid. So um, I think he's cool. I was mentioning that like his skin looks a little bit too light, and I think it was Brylock from the Discord. He had said like I could give him like a brown wash, like from when he escapes from the facility and he's like running through the forest, or give him like a fluid wash, which sounds just terrible. But like the bath that he's in, I think it's like someone said it was green tinted water, but like, I think of that scene from Wolverine, like X-Men Origins, when he like pops out of the tub and he's like covered in water. So I think
yeah,
that could be cool. Whenever there's like customizing possibilities now, it makes me much more inclined to want to get a figure. So I think it's just a lot of fun.
yeah. That's what drew me to a lot of the McFarlane figures back in the day.
It's fun, man. There's like definitely the chance or the potential that you'll like completely ruin a figure, but I feel like more often than not, like you find a way to make it work, and it's just like
Hmm.
it's fun. Like seriously, I love these sand troopers so much. And like just from the weathering and the customizing, like I can think of, their own individual like stories in my head, and I really, really like that.
Yeah, that's a nice layer to add to collecting.
Hmm. Want to talk about Mezco, but I did go see the Gabby's Dollhouse movie today in theaters with my daughter. And basically, the takeaway was like, you should still play even as an adult. Like, you shouldn't lose like that aspect of play, like in our life, in our like imagination. Um, and yeah, I feel like, you know, toy photography, collecting, customizing, like definitely keeps that alive, which is cool. So. Yeah. Um, it's okay. I don't have the energy to, to rant about Mezcal. Maybe next week. Tell me what you guys have been watching or playing, and then we can wrap up.
You go first, Jaden.
I've been playing a lot of Borderlands 4. I am a big fan of the series. The CEO or whatever has done some horrible things. I know. I wish I didn't like it as much as I do. And I would not have paid the money, but I just love the series so much that uh, I I wish there were a way to make sure the money doesn't get in his hands, but still gets into the rest of the dev team. But it is
It's
what
the
it is.
struggle. Yeah.
It is my one flaw, my only flaw.
Mhm.
But uh, but yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've I've I like it as much as Borderlands 2, which is my favorite Borderlands. The one that I played the most out of. I think most people agree that that one's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one comes right up to it, if not exceeding it in some areas. Falls short in other areas, but I'd say they're on par with each other, honestly. And I've been really excited to play a Borderlands game for. I'm always excited to play a Borderlands game. Tiny Tina's was still pretty fun for me, even though it was pretty short. This has a lot of new elements to it, which makes it almost like rediscovering the game again. Where it's completely open world now, and you can go wherever you want. It just it feels new as opposed to just the same thing repackaged or just like a DLC of another game, which has been a trend in Borderlands for a while.
Yeah, it seems like they really course corrected from 3, which wasn't super loved, I know. Just changing how loot works and all that kind of stuff, the writing being kind of insufferable. It sounds
Yeah.
like all of those things have gotten like a big revamp in this new game.
Yeah, and a lot of like it used to be pretty self-aware about how bad the writing was, which it's one thing to be self-aware about it, but it's also another thing to actually do something about it.
Yeah.
So like it in this game, it really felt like uh they they put a backseat on Claptrap. They knew everybody was gonna hate Claptrap no matter what. I love Claptrap in small doses, but yeah, he's definitely on the back burner. You can do missions for him if you want, but otherwise you don't really have to interact with him all that much, which is great. Um, so it's definitely going in the right direction. There's not any missions that are just like, especially with even two. This was a big complaint of two, where like you go you go somewhere and then it's like, oh, talk to Lilith. Oh, talk to Lilith. Oh, talk to Lilith at the end
Mm,
of every single mission, and there's
yeah.
none of that in this one. It's even more so freeing that there is no turn in the mission. It's just your mission is complete. You get a little thing in your inventory that says like this is your reward. You click on that and that's it. You just open it up. You get your weapon. You get your XP. Everything's
Nice.
good.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Keep the action moving.
Mm-hmm.
I do like I feel like there's more and more there's been a move towards like that what's it called? Like quality of life updates in games where it's like, okay, you don't have to go all the way back to the mission giver just to get the reward. Like
Yeah.
we'll just give it to you out there. And yeah, you could speed up
Yeah.
this, or you could speed up that, which is nice.
Yeah, keep the action moving. A lot of people have really limited free time to play games, so I don't blame them at all.
Hmm. For
Especially
sure.
in such a grindy game like Borderlands, where it already you're gonna kill a boss like 30 times just to, get the legendary drop from it. So it's like why make it a slog to get through all that? Like
Yeah.
you can just go straight to the Moxie's replay thing. There's a thing at the end of every boss fight that you can just use your like grappling hook, which is amazing by the way, the grappling hook system. You can use your grappling hook to grapple into there, and then it teleports you right back to the beginning, and you can buy it again. And no hassle, no fuss, and you. It makes grinding so much easier. You don't have to restart. You don't have to like worry about losing your loot, any of that stuff. It just makes the whole process so streamlined.
It's nice.
Yeah, sweet.
What about you, Tiger?
And I've got like 15 games in my lap right now. But no, I mean, I've been playing a lot of stuff. I tried the new Skate early access, and even though it's got like a monetization system for like clothing and stuff, it actually plays like the old ones, and you can just get on there and just skate around, which I used to do in the old Skate games like all the time anyway. Put on some music in the background and just go find a rail or something to mess around on. So that's been cool. Hades 2 left early access. Super popular if you're familiar with the game. Like everybody loves Hades. Like just the cool storytelling with the mythology mixed in and a nice feedback loop of when you get far enough and you don't you don't win, you die, you come back to the start, but it doesn't feel like failure because you're getting new things, you're having new conversations with people, you feel stronger.
Hmm.
So each time that you die, it feels way better than a lot of other like roguelike games. Um, we were talking about Trails in the Sky remake. I'm partway through that right now. Uh, Silent Hill F is incredible. Maybe one of the coolest Silent Hill games. Just really really neat to take it and put it in a Japanese setting, but recontextualize everything. It doesn't lean on
Mm,
the old games at all. Like there's nothing, no references to the old game or anything like that. Like it really stands on its own and a really cool look at like sexism in the 60s in Japan. And yeah, it's just gross and very beautiful looking at the same time and
mhm,
super, super fun. But like the past couple days, I've been going super hard on Ghost of Yote. Um,
mm.
I don't know if you played Ghost of Tsushima, either of you,
I did.
but Ghost of Tsushima is a really surface deep game. Like it's fun, it's good, but it's propped up by all the graphics and all how everything looks and the vibes and stuff. But this new game, it builds on everything that came before it. Like all of the missions are just kind of fed to you by running around and looking. It's got that kind of Breath of the Wild where you see something in the
Mm,
distance and you're like, I'm gonna go check that out. And then along the way, you run into a guy who needs help, or you find another little quest, that you can go on, and it's just super cool. The new actress for the main character, Atsu, is really good. She gives me big, like, the bride from Kill Bill kind of vibes.
hell yeah.
And yeah, it's just badass. You've got this wolf that can fight with you occasionally. Like, it doesn't follow you around for the entire game, but like in crucial moments, like it'll pop up and help you out. And like, yeah, just 100% better in every way. Like they learned so much from that first game, and
Damn.
it's just such a fun feedback loop of you going out into the world, finding something on your own, and experiencing it and letting it lead you through the world and going at your own pace and stuff. And like, man, it's just so much fun. Samurai and stuff like that is right up my alley. So it's like crack for me.
Dude, it looks so good. And like, yeah, you're just, because yeah, I really enjoyed Tsushima. I think just, yeah, because like you said, like the vibes were great. Um, I think something I really appreciate about that game, and I mean, certainly this new one is um, the developers have such a love for Japanese cinema that it like really comes through. And I think just cinema in general, like the game is so cinematic, not in like the um Uncharted way where it's like the train is crashing, but it's like you reach a vista and like the wind blows and there's like leaves in the air and like it's just like wow, this is beautiful.
Incredibly photogenic, and it's so much nicer now because Tsushima was developed for the PS4, and this was developed for like the PS5 and higher stuff. So blades of grass, there's 1,000 times more. There's so many more animals and birds running around. The world feels so much more alive, and like it's just great. Like I'm pretty sure we're getting to the point where graphics just need to stop trying to get better. Like we've already got the
Yeah,
good graphics, like Silent Hill F and Death Stranding 2. All these games are coming out this year that are like so good looking that like I can't imagine why you dump a bunch of money into trying to make it look even better or like see
yeah,
more pores on someone's face than you already see.
yeah.
But yeah, just a bunch of games. So that was my little rundown of like a bunch of stuff I'm playing right now.
Gosh, yeah. I mean, Yote has like been on my list, and I thought it looked amazing when it was first revealed. I love Erika Ishii, the voice actor. I think she did mocap for it too. She does a lot of great stuff, serious stuff, silly stuff. Um, yeah. I was just telling Jaden and Tiger off the pod that like I've been trying to play Silk Song, but I think just like the stage of life that I'm in with my two young kids, um, with my wife being very pregnant and possibly, you know, baby number three coming before the end of the month. It's like so hard to keep trying to play a skilled game like Silk Song and like, you like even with that, like you have to remember where you're going, like what your goals are, along with like just being good at the game. And it's so hard to do that where like I'm playing maybe once a week. And when I am playing, either I'm really tired, or I'm trying to play like while my kids are doing other things, but they're like, Dad, look at this, Dad, do this. And it's like I look up and then freaking like a little ant, literally there are ants in that game. The ant kills me. I'm like, so frustrating. Um,
Yeah,
so
those are like those high difficulty games that really require a lot of your attention and thinking and fraction of a second button presses and stuff. And if you've got something going on otherwise, or you don't have time to like build that muscle memory or whatever, like,
yeah.
yeah, high difficulty games are ones that I wouldn't spend my time on if I had a limited amount. I will say that Yote is like a great balance. Like if you like the difficulty of Tsushima, it's like right around there where it
Mm.
feels like you're constantly the underdog, but like you're always gonna win. Like you're always gonna like come out on top pretty much, you know,
Yeah.
like you don't have to worry about bashing your head against some boss for like 2 hours or something, you know.
Yeah. And you're gonna look fucking rad while you do it.
Yeah, yeah, there's so many cool options and stuff. But yeah, I was hearing that Silk Song is considerably harder than Hollow Knight.
Yeah, it is. I think for a variety of reasons, but yeah, when I played Hollow Knight, which is still one of my all-time favorite games, I only had my son. He was like 3 months old, so it's like I don't even think he could sit. So like I could just have him on my lap while I'm playing. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, now it's a lot harder. So
simpler times.
yeah, so now I'm like maybe I'll pick up the Tactics Chalice of something, the remake. Maybe pick up the Trials Chapter 1. I'm sure pick up Yote sooner or later. Um, but yeah, these days I'm just playing freaking Minecraft. So tired of playing Minecraft. Uh, but anyways, I don't even know how long we've been. The recording software's crashed a couple times, so should probably wrap it up. Um, but yeah, thanks for joining us. Hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better, at least on my end. Hopefully this podcast makes sense after restarting it a couple times. Um, but yeah, thanks for joining us. If you've made it to the end, you're probably subscribed and liked and all that stuff already, but share it with a friend or on a social media, whatever. Always appreciated. If not, it's okay. We'll just have fun talking together, no matter either one way or the other. So.
Yep.
But yeah, this has been Froggy and Friends. Thanks for joining us at the bond, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Later.